This is my 1958 GMC 100. It's really like an Apache. And this is a cameo truck, as you can see, which is really rare. Super cool. The truck retains its original style interior and exterior, of course. Let me put my seatbelt on real quick. But it is sitting on a 74 Silverado frame. This truck drives awesome. It's got automatic Chevy 350 with a 350 turbo trans. Drives out with really good power. Transmission shifts out nice. Speedometer works, but I do believe it may be off, maybe by 5 miles an hour or 10, I'm not sure. It says I'm doing 40 now, but I would guess I might be doing 45 or 50. I'm probably doing 60 now, and it says I'm doing about 50, so I think it's off by about 10 miles an hour. The gauges work, water temp works. It's got the original, GMC dash. It really looks a lot different from the Chevrolet dash. It's got power steering, power disc brakes. It's got a new CD player with a iPod connector. Pull over here in this parking lot. It's got some 6x9s behind the seat, sound really good. It's actually got a really good speakers in it. They're really high quality speakers. Engine's got a nice, kind of hot rod tone to it. And you just hold the source button in and it turns off. Show you under the hood while she's running. There's the hood springs work great. It's got a really kind of a cool hot rod engine detail to it. Nothing special, but it's just standard, Chevy 350 block. It's got kind of some cool billet aluminum cross and flames, matching valve covers and air cleaner set. Like I said, power disc brakes in the front, the power steering, radiator works great. This thing runs cool, no overheating. It's got a good EverStart battery in it. Turn it off and show you around the truck a little bit. It's got 3 sets of seat belts in it. And put my camera down here to get it out of the way. Show you the interior real quick. Door panels, original style door panels. Windows roll up and down. The glass is all in good shape. No cracks in any of the glass, but it does have, the weathering on the sides of some of this original glass, and actually there are a couple of small cracks right there on that one. But the back glass is in good shape, as is the windshield. Although the windshield does have 2 spots here where you can see the, like the windshield wiper scratched it on the edge. Seat cover is new, looks really nice. behind the seat. Like I said, the 6x9s with the Rockford Fosgate speakers in them, those are expensive speakers. It's not cheap. You know, not just cheapy Walmart style. So they actually sound really good and you can really crank them up. Original fuel tank. Tilt steering, which is really nice. I like driving with it all the way down, so that's where I've got it. As I said earlier, original gauges, original light switch which works. The front lights work, the tail lights work, the bright lights work, and all the wiring is there for the turn signals, but the turn signals right now are not hooked up. You can see that actually the brights are on right now, if you can see. And actually it looks like the bright filament on that side is out, so that bulb to work in bright mode will need to be replaced, which I didn't notice that before. Now you can see that light's on. So that's your regular driving lights on right there. I'm hoping that you can see that in the video. It's tough to tell because it's a bright sunny day out here. Finally. It's been raining like crazy in Georgia. Oh, let me go ahead and show you that the tail lights are on too. Show you around the exterior of the truck in a second. It's a really, really cool truck. This is one of my this one goes up in probably my top two of my favorites. My other one was a similar 57 lowrider that was really kind of cool too. So what's cool and uncool. Cool is the original radio has not been cut out, but somebody did cut the dash to put a new radio in, which I kind of wish that hadn't happened. I'd rather put it in the glove box. Pop the glove box, it pops right open. This is cool because this has got kind of the deluxe features of the heater and everything. The fan does work, but it's on like kind of a new switch. It has been unusually cold in Georgia these past couple of weeks, and this is my personal truck and I drive it daily. This is my daily driver. The heater does work. If it didn't, I wouldn't be driving it because it's been freaking cold. But the heater does work. And this has been a great daily driver for me. It's been a lot of fun to drive. It's got a really straight body, really, really minimal rust. Quarter panels, sorry, the rear cab corners, which always end up rusting out, they've been replaced, but I'm going to show you this side, the skim coat on it, it's peeled. So that, you know, if you really wanted that to look perfect, you want to take the bed off and redo the skim coat on that side. This is a cameo truck, which is really rare, and anybody who's shopping for this truck most likely knows that. It's got a roll pan, custom roll pan on the back, of course the GMC tailgate. I mean, these trucks are so rare that if you absolutely insist that you must have a Chevrolet, then you just change the dash out on this and you put a Chevrolet grill in the front and a Chevrolet tailgate on it, and you've got a Chevy. I mean, it's Chevy GMC. I like it as a GMC. I like them both the same, but I know there's guys out there that are Chevy guys, and then there's the GMC guys, and they got to be different. And, you know, that's their deal. It's not my battle to fight. But you know, that's the cool thing about the truck is it's the same exact truck that GMC made, obviously version of the Apache, and it being a cameo makes it really desirable. It's got 17-inch two-piece American racing wheels made right here in the USA. These are not Chinese knockoffs. Those are expensive wheels. Brand spanking new tires on the front that I just put on, and the rear tires still have got great tread, so I kind of left those alone. But they match up really, really nice. Got some beef on them, look really, really good, and really set this truck off. When you set a body down, an old truck body down on a newer truck frame, you get what looks like a lowered truck, even though it's sitting on its original frame. So it doesn't actually have any lowering mechanisms on it right now. Of course, the frame and everything is rust-free, because, you know, it's not that old. And got a really, really small, looks like a really, really small engine leak. I'm noticing now. I'm doing the video, so we'll get back to the shop and take a quick look at that. I've been driving it every day and had it parked in the same place. I haven't noticed any major oil leak, like one little drop. You can see it's got the bigger frame under it that the Silverado would have. In other words, it's not the smaller S10 frame. The typical rust in the little step-up piece here. And then of course you can see that the rear cab corner was replaced, you know, really looks like it was filled in with some Bondo. They did a good job shaping it. And in fact it looks like metal on the outside and then filler on the inside. With a magnet on the truck, it's not what I'd call a Bondo bucket, and with it being kind of a hot rod, rat rod, we didn't go after it. You know, a couple of little spots of rust. You know, we didn't go after this trying to make it 100% rust-free perfect. You know, bottoms of the doors in great shape. I do these videos. I know that I make them a little bit long. I'd like to think that most people would appreciate that, because I'm one of the few people who actually do what I'm doing right now on eBay or anywhere for that matter that takes the time to do a video, even on like a driver style car. Of course you got guys who want to show off their perfectly restored vehicles, but I'm not into perfectly restored vehicles. I want a car I can burn rubber in. I want a car that I can drive, take my wife on a date, have fun, and you know, go grocery shopping. A little bit of rust on the step up there, the original piece of metal. Floor pans in great shape. Floor pans completely rust free. Frame rails completely rust free. They did a stupendous job doing the frame welding and bolting there. This is done right. Of course they had to cut the frame and shorten it down to put the bigger truck on the smaller truck body, or smaller truck body on the bigger frame, however you want to call it. Like I said, bottoms of the doors good. And yeah, you know, this isn't a perfect truck. Of course, go ahead and price out the perfect truck one. There's a spot where there was originally a mirror here, and there's one little hole there. You know, usually what guys do when they're shaving that is they just pull it off and kind of, you know, skim coat that, and of course that's just, you know, broken through. But here's the thing, to me, I love this truck. I'm really kind of hesitant to sell it, honestly, because it's been one of my favorites, and because it's rare and because of what it is. This is a great little like hot rod, rat rod truck, but it's really more than that. It ain't a rat rod. I mean, it's not some rusty thing. It's pretty much kind of all original, and it's really more of just kind of a black hot rod style truck. Black, red interior, the 17-inch American Racing wheels. It's got all the goodies of having, you know, power steering, power disc brakes in the front, you know, Chevy 350 engine, dual exhaust, automatic transmission. It's a cruiser. I love the cameo bed. It's a big bed, so you can throw a bunch of junk back there. You can throw some really big fishing coolers back there, beer coolers. You can take this thing. In fact, when I get done here, I've got to take some tires over to the tire shop for another hot rod we're working on. I'll throw them in the back of this truck and drive them over there. You know, it's just got an old wood bed in it, almost like looking like an original bed back there. Back has been tubbed out, you know, pretty quick and easy tub job. Nothing that's high tech or super perfect. You know, I don't like talking vehicles up. You know, I like to just try and represent them for what they are. I think this is a freaking killer, super cool hot rod truck that with like very minimal work would make somebody like a really, you know, if they want to take it to the quote-unquote next level, whatever that means, it would be very easy. And if you wanted to take it to like a show truck level, this would be a great place to start, because your body's all straight. You got minimal Bondo in it, very minimal rust. You know, everything's there. And you could do just super minimal amount of work to the body and everything, and have you a really cool kind of a resto mod or show truck or whatever you're trying to go for. As for me, I like the truck like it is, and if I was going to keep it and not sell it, I'd probably replace the windshield, maybe put a subwoofer behind the thing, you know, finish off the headliner, just little stuff, you know, nitpick it. But this thing is ready to go. I'm driving it every day. I'm enjoying it. And it needs nothing today to be just a really great, enjoyable classic truck. So, once again, 1958 GMC 100 cameo pickup truck. Apache, if you want to call it that. Although they didn't call it that. You don't have to send me emails telling me. Sometimes I get these guys send me emails and they're like schooling me on the old hot rod stuff, which a lot of them I appreciate as long as people are being cool about it and not being jerks. But anyway, super cool truck, great, you know, Apache cameo style truck that somebody's just gonna have a blast in. So you're gonna enjoy it. Give me a call.